Hey guys, what's up? This is Cuban Zone, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And as that's been said, let's get into it. Note, you should be already familiar with the notations and basics of the Rubik's Cube. I've made a video on those, so make sure that you watch it. Links down in the description. Solving a Rubik's Cube involves 4 major steps: cross, first layer, second layer, and the last layer. Step 1. Solving a cross. First, you need to choose a color to solve the cross on. Mostly, beginners start with the white cross, but I would recommend you to try solving cross on every color. I will continue with white for teaching purposes. Keep the white center facing down like this. First, you need to find 4 cross edges. In this case, it's white. So my cross edges are white here, 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 and here. There are 4 possible cases that you will encounter while solving cross. First case is when you have the edge on the top layer with white facing up. For this case, all you have to do is align the edge with its respective center and make a half line like this, and then do an F2 to solve it into its correct position. The second case is when you have the white edge on top and the white sticker is facing you. For this, look for the color other than white. In this situation, it's blue. So move the edge on top of the blue center and do the simple 4-move algorithm. U prime, R prime, F, R, and it will solve the edge in its correct position. And the third case is when you have the edge in the middle layer. For this, you have to keep your edge on your right hand side and do R, U, R prime to bring the edge on the top layer and solve it as mentioned in cases 1 or 2. And the last and final case is when you have the edge on the bottom layer unsolved. So for this, you have to keep the edge facing you and do an F2 to bring it to the top layer. Then solve it as usual as mentioned in case 1 or 2. Then your cross is done. Step 2. Solve the first layer. For this step, there is only one 4-move algorithm. So first, you should find corners containing white stickers. You have to bring them on the top layer. If it's already on the top layer, look for stickers other than white. In this case, it's blue and red. So what you have to do is bring them in between the blue and red corners. It's already in its correct position, so do the algorithm R, U, R prime, U prime till it's solved. Similarly, in this case, it's like orange and green. So bring them on top of orange and green centers and repeat the algorithm R, U, R prime, U prime till it's solved. If it's in the bottom layer like this, hold it in your right hand side and do the algorithm till it comes to the top layer. Now it's in the top layer. Then solve it as usual. Step 3. Solve the second layer. As we're solving on white layer, look for edge pieces which has no yellow sticker. We'd like them to be on top layer. So move the top layer to make an inverted T like this. And look for the color on top. It should not be yellow. In this case, it is blue. Look whether the blue center is towards your right or left. For me, it's on the white. For solving it on the white, the algorithm is U, R, U prime, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. Then make a T again. Look whether the edge has to go towards the left or right. For me, it's towards my left. For solving it into the left, the algorithm is U prime, L prime, U, L, F prime, L, F, L prime. So it has solved it into the correct position. A special case is when you have the edge unsolved in the middle layer. For this, what you have to do is hold the unsolved edge in your right hand side and do the algorithm for the white insertion, which goes like U, R, U prime, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. which takes out the edge. Now solve it as usual. Step 4. Solving the last layer. First, we have to make a cross on top. If you already have one, fine. If you don't have one, there are 3 cases in one algorithm. First case, in which you have only the center and no edges formed. For this, what you have to do is hold the cube in any position and do this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, which will give you an L-shaped structure. Then what you have to do is keep the L on your top left corner like this. Then again repeat the algorithm. You will be left with a line. You have to keep the line horizontally and do the algorithm again. Finally, you have your cross done on top. The second case is when you have a small L. You have to keep the L on your top left corner and do the algorithm. You'll be left with the line. Keep the line horizontally and repeat the algorithm. Your cross is done. In the third case, you have only the line. Keep the line horizontally and do the same algorithm. Your cross is done. Then you should orient all your edges. I'll teach you how. First, look for 2 adjacent lines in the middle layer, like this. So keep one on your white and one on your back and do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now you have all your edges oriented. One special case is when you have 2 lines opposite to each other. For this, what you have to do is hold one of the line on your front, one of them in your back, and do the algorithm. Now you will be left with 2 adjacent lines and continue solving as usual. Now look for corners which can be solved with a corner twist. But don't do that, just visualize it. Keep this corner on your right hand side and do U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. So now you will have all the corners which can be solved with a twist. A special case is when you don't have any corners which can't be solved with a twist, like this. In this case, what you have to do is hold the cube in any position and do the algorithm. Also now, there's no corners which can be solved with a twist. Now there's one. Hold it on your right hand side and do the algorithm. Again, do the same algorithm. Now you have all the corners which can be solved with a twist. Congratulations, you have made it to the last step. And now keep an unsolved corner on your white layer and do R prime, D, R, D prime till it's solved. Make sure that you always do the last D prime, and it's a common beginner's mistake. Then do U moves to bring unsolved corners to your right layer. Then do the 4 moves again. Now the cube is solved.